Hello! In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from Minecraft YouTuber fan to Minecraft YouTuber super fan. We're going to do that by creating a timeline of our favorite Minecraft YouTubers' exploits. So whether your favorite Minecrafter is Technoblade, Dream, uh, Mumbo Jumbo, or even if you want to archive the entire Hermitcraft server's timeline, you can do that too. So we're going to start with showing you how to make archives like kits and books. And I'll show you how to make a banner archive. And then we're going to use those archives to make a rich timeline for whoever you want to make the timeline for. So we're going to start with signing up. And you can sign up with email or with Discord. Those will allow password recovery. Otherwise, you can sign up with just a username. I'll just call this IanTest1. And we'll make a password. And then we'll just go ahead and sign up. And we'll start by making a banner archive. We'll just call this Dark Sun. And just for a frame of reference, I'm going to be using a fake YouTuber. This YouTuber doesn't actually exist. This is just for example purposes. And here on needcoolshoes.com, I have a pre-made banner here. And we're going to copy the URL of this web page with the banner. And we're going to paste it into this field here. And for a server, we're going to create a new server. And we're just going to call this I don't know, Dark Sun Guy. And we'll just call it his single player world. And then for this Minecraft server address, we obviously don't have the address of the YouTuber's Minecraft server, so you can put pretty much anything here if you want to. I'm just going to put dsg.youtube.com, and then we'll just, if they have a website, we can use their website. So for example, I'll do dsg.com, and then I'll create the archive, and there we have the Dark Sun banner. Now let's say that he made a book that we want to archive. So we'll start with, let's say, just random book, and then we'll call it Dark Sun Guy as the author, and then we'll just put some content in here. All hail the Dark Sun. Let's add another page just for fun. Dark Sun is based, and then we are going to scroll down and we'll choose that server we made earlier. And then we'll go ahead and create this archive as well. Now, next thing we need to do is make a kit. So let's say this guy has his favorite kit that he likes to bring around with him. So we'll call this Dark Sun Guy Travel Kit version 1. And then we'll choose his single player world. And then we'll just have some everyday essentials like golden carrot. So we'll give that 64. And let's say he has a bunch of copies of his banner. Since we created the Dark Sun banner earlier, it shows first in our list of items. So we don't even need to search for it. We can just click on it, and that will add it to the inventory. And let's say this guy has a bunch of copies, so there's 16 of them, a full stack. And then let's have his book in there. So let's do book, written book. And then what we can do to link this book to the book archive that we made is we just click this drop down, associate this item with another archive, and then we just choose random book. And then I think that's it for now. That's all we need. We'll create archive. And then you can see here we have the golden carrots, the banner, and then this book, if you hover over it, it previews some of the text that's in the book. And if you click on it, it opens the link to the book itself. Okay, so if we go to My Archives, we'll see we have our Dark Sun travel kit, we have our random book, and our Dark Sun banner. Now is a good time to start making our timeline. So the next thing we'll do is create a new archive, and we'll click Timeline Event. And there's a bunch of information here. I think for now, we'll just keep it to the basics. At the very minimum, we need a title, and we'll call this Timeline Event Number 1. I would give it a more descriptive title for your timeline, but we're just doing this for example purposes. Now, for timeline start, we'll do, let's say, 2020, December 1st. And if we want to add an end to it, we can. We don't need to. We'll just leave that blank for now. But if your timeline event spans over a period of time, as like an event was going on for a couple of days, you might want to use the timeline end for that option. Or if it's an event that is currently ongoing, so for example, they went on Christmas vacation and they're away from their YouTubing content creation right now, you could put vacation, and you could put the start date as 12/24, and then the end date as ongoing, and then when they come back, you can set the timeline end. Anyway, next up, what we can do is we'll need to add a featured image that is needed at a minimum. You can do a YouTube video instead, but for now we'll just do an image, and I'll just see if I can find some images in my files. I have some Minecraft stuff here. Let's do the Ender Book logo just for the kick of it. And then let's say this was his first episode. He befriended a dog. Again, you'll want to be a lot more descriptive than this, but I'm keeping it short so the video isn't too long. And then for the short description, we can I would just paste in a couple of sentences from the text that you would have here. I would say, as it suggests, no more than 100 to 200 characters. And again, we'll choose the server, Dark Sun Guys Single Player World, and then we'll create archive. And then if we go back to my archives, we'll see that my timeline event is on my archive list. But the interesting thing now is if we browse by server, we will see dsg.youtube.com. That's the Dark Sun Guys address that we made up. So if we click the timeline, we will now see the timeline event on the timeline view. But there's not a lot of information on here. It's pretty bare. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to spice up this timeline event with, how about Dark Sun Guys Travel Kit? So what we'll do is we'll copy the URL of this kit, and then we'll go back to this timeline event. We're going to edit it. And what we'll do is make a left square bracket, paste in that URL to the kit, and then close it with a right square bracket. And then when we update archive, give it some time to think. And then you can see this kit is embedded on the timeline archive post. And then if we go back to the timeline view and click the timeline event, we'll see this kit is embedded in the timeline event post. So that's how you can add rich information to your timeline event postings. Now let's make a new archive just to embed our learning here. We're going to make a new timeline event, and we'll call this timeline event number 2. We'll make the event start 2020-12. Let's make this the, let's say 8th. And then let's just use the same image we did last time. Maybe this time we can do an animated GIF. And then some more content. Here's the book he wrote. And then we'll get the URL to that book. So here's a little quick trick for you. If you right-click the title of the archive in your list and just click, let's see here, copy link, and then we'll go back to the timeline event form. Again, left square bracket, and then we'll Control V or Command V, the link, and then right square bracket. And then let's make the short description. We'll choose the server, and then create archive. And then on our timeline event here, we have our book, and we can scroll through it. And again, if we go to our server timeline, we can see our timeline event here, and then we can traverse to the next timeline event, and then there it is, timeline event number 2. And then lastly, let's make a new archive. Actually, what we can do, let's go to our timeline event number 1, and let's go get the URL for this Dark Sun banner. We'll just click that and get the URL. And then we'll say, here's a banner. And then again, left square opening bracket, paste the link, right square closing bracket. And then I think we already chose our server, so all we need to do now is just update. And then we can see it's in our post here. And then we'll go back to the timeline view. And timeline event number 1, here's the kit. And here's the banner. All right, I hope this video was useful. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment on this YouTube video. There's also the Minecraft Archives Discord. Feel free to join that community Discord. You can find the link to that down here in the contact link at the footer. Just click that and you can click to join our community Discord. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you have fun archiving your favorite Minecraft YouTubers' adventures. All right, take care. Bye.